Task 3 is a little bit more challenging because it's made up of three separate formulas or three components. If we look at the first question, let's go back. We've got a table with a company and their total sales. We want to calculate what discount they get. So the first criteria is if the total sales number is greater than or equal to 50,000 and less than 100,000, then the company receives a discount of 3% off the total sales of the total sales. The second criteria though is if they've achieved sales above 100,000, then they receive a 5% discount. And if they have sales of less than 50,000, then they have no discount. So we have to put all of these three questions into one formula. So I've pasted it down there as you can see, but if we start here, if equals if open bracket, and because we've got more than one criteria, it's not just greater than 100,000, and we do the first question first. So if C32, if total sales is greater than or equal to 50,000, comma, and now it wants the second logical test, which is if total sales is less than 100,000. Now, there's no third logical test here. How do I know that? Is because question 1 says greater than 50,000, less than 100,000. That's it. Then they receive a 3% discount. So now we can put brackets around that, comma. If that's true, what do they get? They get 3%. This part might be a little bit confusing, of or times the total sales. Yep. So that's our 3% of, just scroll across so you can see it, of the goods purchased or total sales. That should be. I'll fix that up. Okay, that's question 1 done, comma. Now question 2, we could go into a false, or we can do another formula in here. So this time we go if, open bracket. Now because this second one, if total sales number is greater than or equal to 100,000, but you notice it doesn't say less than another figure. So it's not if and, it's just if, like we did in task 1. If total sales is greater than 100,000, close brackets, comma, comma, if that's true, then they get a 5% discount of total sales. And that's it for that one. So we've finished, where are we? Point 2, 5%. Now we've got question 3, no discount is provided for less than 50,000. And again, it's just less than 50,000, so there's no if and with this one. Oops, where are we? Do it there. Comma, if, open bracket, C32 is less than 50,000. Comma, if that's true, what do they get? They get 0, no discount. And then we can simply close off the brackets. So let's say they have total sales of 40,000, which means they should get no discount. If they've got sales of over 100,000, 120,000, they should get a 5% discount. 10% is 12, yep, that's correct. And then say 80,000, should be 3% discount. Okay, a little bit complicated. The key is to break it up into its components. When you finished one question, like task 1, throw in a comma. Oh, sorry, I should have put it from there. Throw in a comma and start fresh again. For description then, same principle. The word, this time it's words. To display the words discount given only if total sales is greater than 50,000. No words will appear if it's less than 50,000. So equals, what's wrong? It doesn't work. Equals, there we go. If, open bracket, if total sales is greater than 50,000, now we don't have to do if and, because it didn't say greater than 50 and less than another figure, comma, then in words, discount. Oops. Comma. If it's false, if it is greater than 50,000, if it's less than 50,000, I should say, then we don't want any words to appear. And the way you make that happen is by putting in talking marks, space, talking marks, and it will display whatever's between the talking marks, which in this case is nothing. So obviously they get a discount there, but if we only achieved sales of $4,200, no discount in dollars, and the description is simply blank.